Good morning. Would you like to go to the garden? Yeah? Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Or at least for me it is. So it's been some time. Since I posted my last video. We've actually had a little bit of rain since then. And we actually have some color on the ground. We enjoyed this for a few weeks and then we don't see it for 8 months, at least 9 months. Any little bit of green we enjoy. So, what does your vacation home look like? There's a little guy has found himself a deluxe apartment in the sky. Try not to disturb him too much. Okay, so just a little update from the last video. Plastic is up on the high tunnel. Plants are doing pretty well. Rest of the garden is basically dead. It's mostly just weeds and not much else. A little bit of garlic that's left over. But in here, I found something interesting this morning that prompted me to want to take a couple pictures. And let's see, I have a flashlight in my pocket. I'm gonna need that. Hasn't been very cold out here, but I've spotted something in my cabbage. Good morning. How'd you sleep? I don't want to disturb you too much. You look like you're enjoying yourself. Fancy hotel you got yourself here. Have yourself a good day. As for the rest of this is the first time I've used a high tunnel or any enclosure for the winter. It doesn't snow here. We're in Central California. We've had literally a handful of frost or near frost zone days this whole winter, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to grow tomatoes. We'll see how that goes. Everything that's out there was planted at the exact same time with everything that's back there in here. It's all brassicas, it's cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots were also planted about a week or 2 before these carrots. No joke, yeah. And onions doing really well out here. But all of this here was seeded and transplanted on the exact identical, on the same days as everything that's inside the high tunnel. And another thing I've noticed is this stuff. Just way too much of this. And I am not sure if it's because the wood chips make it more accessible. But compared to... look at this end. Yeah. These little pricks are nearly impossible to find. I've tried to find them at night, in the evening, in the morning, during the day. No idea. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this is another example. This whole bottom corner here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one more there. And I ended up plucking out one over there, which has nothing to do with any of that. But yeah, this whole corner here just got decimated. Here it's just an empty spot. Here, next to the label, empty spot. That is the only survivor, but it's not looking great for it. And I've seen a lot of this, a lot of chop and drop. That is the most annoying part, the chop and drop. At least if they just ate the plant. But they tend to have a bad habit of just killing the plants and leaving them. So yeah. Okay, so started with the broccoli in the end here. Doing pretty good. And we have actually some florets forming. Beautiful. Yeah, very nice. These have just popped in, kind of all at the same time. So this is December 21st. I could have probably started these a little bit earlier. We're just about to have some broccoli for New Year's. And that is awesome. And our first cauliflower. Now, I am noticing one of those widespread heads, but we shall see. It's a blooming cauliflower. Right, so all of these cauliflower, broccoli, and the cabbage with the frog in it have all been seeded and, like I said, transplanted at the exact same time with the ones out there. And I'd say there's a huge difference. And this is not heated by any means. There's a little bit of water in that barrel. I'm going to put some more barrels out and fill them up with water. And that's really it. I'm not planning on heating the structure in any way. This was some lettuce. I got transplanted the other day. Carrots. Radishes are basically done. We had 2 rows here. And I've seeded another one, but these ones started to get an interest from some crawlies, so I'm trying to keep an eye on those. It's probably just some slugs. I have to go get some beer. I have to keep an eye on those, but most of them are doing pretty well. I thinned out the carrots the other day and decided to leave all the ends here, let them rot away, and fertilize the carrots. What's up, dude? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You stay right there. Yeah, because you like to step on everything, don't you? Yeah. Oh, what was that? Say hi. Oh, say hi. Say hi. Oh. Do it. Come here. Hey. Dozer. Yeah. Hi. Stay. No. Sit. Hi. Hey, look at me. Yeah. Say hi. Dozer. Dozer. So. Say hi. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, man. So this is the first time I'm trying this. It's my personal project. Growing tomatoes in the winter. With no heat. Now, well, we grow mostly in our garden. For some reason, they do really, really well. We tried them just as an experiment, and they did so well that we just stuck with them. It's early girls. They do phenomenal for our needs. By the way, all of this is for my table. All of it. And he eats a bunch of this. Yeah, he eats the kale and the arugula. Of actually some nice fresh kale. That's tasty. You want some? Yeah, you do. And he's sitting right next to it, but he's not eating it. Well, sometimes he does. But he's a good dude. What else? You want some arugula? Let's see if you're in the mood for arugula today. Alright, let's see. Want some arugula? Yeah. Sometimes he eats it, sometimes he doesn't. Now, he'll eat pretty much everything in here. So about these tomatoes, seem to be doing okay. Had a couple of nights where it got a little bit chilly, and some of them got a little bit frostbitten, but overall, I think they're actually doing surprisingly well. These are all early girl tomatoes. That's what grows really well here in the summer. We tried them as an experiment from local greenhouse store. That's it. You're picking kale by yourself now, huh? Yeah, you are. And we've ended up sticking with them as our main source of tomatoes for our table. This is all for our table, by the way. Everything that's in here. And I decided to not just extend the season of tomatoes because we didn't have any close by the greenhouse, but just grow them. All of these are from cuttings. They're suckers that I've pruned off of the tomatoes in August. I think at the end of August I tried some and they didn't make it. In the beginning of September I tried these ones and they rooted in a jar of water in the garden, just left unattended for a few days. And then I just threw them in some pots, and here they are. I'm using some string trellis for the first time too, with these tomato clippy things I've seen people use. So far so good. I've only had to use one per. They're starting to get tall enough to where I may need one more. And also I 3D printed some of these little plastic clips. Just put a little string around it. When time comes, just unroll a little bit. And these are also 3D printed. And that I got off of Thingiverse. Awesome print. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. I printed one for each plant as a trial just to see how it goes. So far it's been excellent. And on this one I decided to wrap the string around the plant and also clip it at the top. And this one's actually very sturdy, very strong plant. And for a couple of these ones I'm going to have to add another clip or wrap the string around at the bottom. This is a bull's heart tomato, which poor thing is not liking the chilly mornings here. I've only had a few, but it was enough to. That one and this guy. And their tomatoes look like that. Where are you at? And their tomatoes look like that. Yeah, so these won't make it through the winter. These won't make it through the winter, but it's okay. I think these will. And I am a-okay with that. So awesome. Look at you. So cute. And next project, actually next two for this, will be getting rid of this stick, obviously, and making a way for that to stay by itself. And also, I am having a little bit of an issue here with this kale, with aphids. And they like to stretch and go out, and they eventually make it over to the cauliflower, and they've touched a couple of them, and I didn't like that. So my plan is this door here is a screen door with a piece of plastic on the other side that is just taped. And instead of using two doors, one screen, one with plastic, I have ordered from Amazon, we'll see how that goes, 2 zippers for zipper doors. I'm using construction to keep dust out of rooms, and I'm gonna put a zipper here all the way down and just open it and leave the door closed, and then that'll hopefully keep the moths and the aphids and some of the flying insects out. We'll see how that goes. May make another video updating how everything else goes. Wood chips, more than just for weed control. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.